The word pirate comes from the Greek piraome, I attempt. That is the impulse driving entrepreneurs. They don't ask for guarantees and they don't promise success. Instead, they pursue a life of adventure, taking huge risks on their quest for treasure. I am Mαρίνα Χατσοπούλου, co-founder of Z Corporation and early leader in 3D printing. Welcome to Talking Science. Steve Jobs said that it was more fun to be a pirate than to join the Navy because startups involve high risk, require courage, and move fast without the bureaucracy and politics of very large organizations. And innovation is something novel, but it's not enough that it be some cool new invention. No. You need to check out many novel, undeveloped ideas before you find one that has the promise to be developed into a product that customers will actually pay money for. Ideally, you start with an innovation, perhaps an invention that comes from university research. In fact, there's huge untapped potential in Greek universities today because so much of the research has gone uncommercialized. Your goal is to create a product which is substantially better in at least one dimension than anything out in the marketplace. It has to be something that customers care about and they're willing to pay for. Start with a beachhead market before trying to please the world and focus your resources on those customers whose pain you can solve. Learn what's out in the marketplace and do one step better. The state of the art is the starting point, not the end point. Because you're doing something that's never been done before, there's no playbook to follow. Established rules and norms of how things are done are not relevant. Articulate what makes your product totally unique. This is your product differentiation. Your customers will always be faced with a decision of make, buy, or steal. If your product isn't particularly innovative, if it's priced too high, or if it's easy to copy, your customers and competitors will either develop it internally or find a way to copy what you've done. For this reason, you need to maintain strong product differentiation based on intellectual property to protect your market and block others from competing with you. Intellectual property should include patents, trademarks, know-how, and other trade secrets. Consider why your innovation doesn't already exist. Perhaps there's some new enabling technology or regulations have changed. If there are established players in the market who are perfectly situated to pursue this opportunity, be very careful before assuming that you're simply smarter than they are. There may be a very good reason why they're not pursuing it, and you need to know what that is. Maybe they tried it and it failed. Why did it fail? If they just never tried it, why not? Before creating the startup, speak with 20 prospective customers to understand their pain points and how much they would pay for this solution. Don't worry about people stealing your ideas. You can share enough about what problems you're solving without sharing the secret sauce and providing all the proprietary details about how you do it. You know, if you were a pirate, you could say you're searching for a sunken ship in the South Seas. You don't have to provide your actual detailed treasure map. Map out the time and investment to get to a minimum viable product, revenues, and profitability. Identify a market that's sizable enough to sustain your business, where the problem is painful enough to induce a change in customer behavior. In fact, if you can find customers who have a big enough pain point, they may even fund your research and development. This is hugely validating for your startup. Your success depends on your crew, so be thoughtful about whom you invite onto your ship. Don't hire in your own image. Hire people who complement your strength. You want a team with a diverse set of talents, experience, interests, passion, and education. They should fill in the missing areas of expertise left open by others. Once you've assembled your crew, empower them and capitalize on the stars. Innovation will ideally infiltrate every part of your startup in order to set you apart. Pirate sets out looking for treasure, not perfection. If you attempt perfection, polishing the brass on your railings and fixing every nick in your wood, You will never get your ship out of port. Perfection is your enemy because the clock keeps on ticking. You need to race to get a product into the customer's hands so you can use their feedback to redesign, because whatever your preconceptions from land, once you're out at sea, the reality will always require some redirection, either small or large. Your startup better be something you really believe in, because the startup journey will include rough seas, dangers, and the long distance to port. In the open seas, you will constantly be thrown out of your comfort zone, facing too many decisions without enough information. Pirates use maps, compasses, and telescopes to know which way to head. When you're lost as an entrepreneur, always return to your product differentiation. Not how the technology works, but what it does for your customer. That is your North Star. Startups have a high risk of failure, and even for successful startups, smaller failures are an inherent part of the entrepreneurial journey. You will likely face customer pushback and investor rejections. Always approach failure with an open mind and articulate what learning came from it or what questions it raises. If you don't do this, your failure will have been a waste and it won't help move your venture forward. Consider that if you never fail, you probably didn't push hard enough. The trick then is to experiment enough so that you can have many small failures which redirect you toward a path of larger success. And don't forget, pirates also had fun, playing music while rejoicing over their latest bounty. So make sure to take a moment to celebrate every major milestone on your unforgettable journey of adventure and excitement. Creating and building a startup is not easy, but with the perseverance and risk tolerance of a pirate, you may be able to do something even better than what a pirate does, which is to create value and ultimately make the world a better place.
Έμπνευση μέσω της επιστήμης. Μοναδικές αφηγήσεις. Μεγάλα ερωτήματα που αλλάζουν τον κόσμο. Αυτό είναι το Talking Science. Εγγραφείτε τώρα στο Talking Science και εμβαθύνετε περαιτέρω στον κόσμο της γνώσης.